Well, welcome back to Timberborn Rivia. Yes, we are with our iron teeth, and we are working on our big reservoir project up here. You can see Rvia proper just down below here. And when I left, I said, well, let's see if any beavers get stuck. No. Of course, all my beavers are going to be behaving themselves. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. But I'm sure if we were to go look, yeah, you can see over here, 3 stranded little bots who got themselves into a bit of trouble. So yeah, we're gonna have to quickly see if we can save these beavers. So I think the simplest way for now is we can put staircase, and a staircase, and prioritize all 3 of these so that they can get themselves out of there and hopefully save themselves. Yep, oops. That is a big oops. Oops. Now, while we're doing some oops, we are going to work our way up. Oop, not that far, Sargon. Ooh, let's get ourselves back up to proper terrain height there, or proper level. So we can do staircase. We'll do a staircase. We'll do a 2 high, and then a turn of a 3 high platform. Oop, no, that's wrong. Sorry, excuse me. That should also be a 3 high platform for the turn. My bad. There we go. Now, the other thing that is definitely my bad, besides getting those poor beavers stuck, is, these beavers going to have a hard time building this. I have everything going in basically the wrong direction. At least on this side of the reservoir where these guys are starting to build. So why don't we come in here? We'll go from here and work our way back, remove everything, and maybe, just maybe, they'll come in and save those poor beavers in the meantime. Come on, guys, builders. Guess we could speed things up a bit to 2 times speed. The other one is on this side. They're not going to be able to build from this point over. So why don't we start here, get all this removed. Perfect. And then we can come in, not with that, Sargon. With, the blocks here, the terrain blocks coming in. And there they go. They can build from this way on. Oh my god, that's an insult to injury. Yeah, pick up the garbage. I appreciate it. Oh, here we go. Finally, the rescue crew is underway. So now with that, we can start doing this here, so they can start. That's could be a risk, but if they come down, save Mr. Bot. Ooh, where are you building, sir? Let's save those bots now. To make things obviously a lot easier, is we need to get a path along here. So this will take just a moment. So let me get that done. Well, I think we finally, there we go, the final bot rescued, and had to do some moving stuff around because I was having blocks finished and bots moving around, so I had to move the stairs, and obviously I also wasn't at the right level. Anyways, that is fixed, that is done, so happy days. In fact, we could probably remove some of this. Now, what are we up to here today? Well, as I said, we have to get this reservoir up and running. And that's going to require a lot of things, and including a lot of dynamite that we are currently trying to lay, including on some spots that we completely missed. Now, part of what we can do, this is on the Gundarak side. If we come over here, kind of help with things, we can put down some pathing so these guys can access from over here and get a big chunk of this done. There's going to be lots of. See, these guys are just anxious to get some dynamiting done. So proud of you, boys. You get on with this. Now, like I said, there's gonna, the amount of dynamiting that we're gonna have to do is gonna cause problems. Because if you look, well, hey Sargon, you have 300, almost 400 dynamite. Well, we're not only dynamiting this layer, we have many layers of dynamite to do, including, let's just getting some of these areas down here. so that we can run a path along here. Get some more of this done. And so these guys from up here can also attack the problem. Yeah, lots and lots and lots of dynamite. I'm probably going to miss dynamite and go down too far in one area or two. But you know what? It's just a risk I'm willing to take for a little extra fun of going boom, boom. Yeah. Oh, yeah, those are small ones. Small little dynamites. So lots to go on here. In fact, we can come over here, help them with this. Lay down the dynamite along this side. Perfect. Like, because we even have to dynamite this area. Like, I'm telling you, there's a lot to do, including that little fellow I missed there. And as well, I missed a little block there. So now, if they want, they can come all the way around nice and easy. No problems. So, let's see here. Yeah, we were already down nearly 200 dynamite. So, let's go take care of that problem. So last episode, we did build this little double explosive factory, and with one little paper mill. That's not going to be enough. Not enough by far. In fact, we have some work to do. I've got some dynamite being laid here, but we're also going to come and undo part of this work here. We're going to come along here, go remove that fencing, and we're going to actually lay some dynamite. Yep, all that precious work down the drain. Now, one of the things we'll do while we're over here, and you'll see why soon enough. Let's put a staircase here, but we need a platform. Staircase. There we go. This will go pretty quick. There we go. We can set you guys off. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to remove these two hauling posts. And now we can come back in and add them back in. Yeah, let's leave a space. That is fine. So with that, we can make sure they are bot workers. We'll make these guys low priority though for haulers. We actually don't have a lot of bots available at the moment, which is a dang shame. So that is a start. Ooh, you know what we should do too? Let's prioritize this. Because I can't really move forward too much until this is gone and this is gone. So let's see this all gone. Well, this has taken a little while. And that's because if you look here, we have 33 dynamite. 33. Like, yeah, we are definitely pouring the dynamite. So it's a good thing we've realized we have some dynamite production going, and like boom boom. Who doesn't love some good boom booms going? So now what we're gonna do, we can't exactly replicate this because or could I? You know what? Actually, when I was looking at this before, I didn't think I could, but I think we actually can. Can I? No. I'd have to do some other things. So no, we're not going to. We're gonna do something similar but slightly different. So we're gonna put a large storage, and again. Super original. Got it. Great. We're not really done yet, but because we got to get up there. Now we are going to just run 2 high platforms here. 2 high platforms there. Beautiful landing pad for what we're about to do. Now, the nice thing is we actually have power connected through here. So we are going to come into our landscaping. And, no, that would be bad. Slight mishap. I believe I can get away with putting explosives factory. And I think I could do... Oh, could I get 3? What was... I actually, I'll be honest, I had a plan. And I actually was recording this. And then I realized I didn't have the recording set up properly. So I was going to go explosive palooza. So we have some options here. Because I would like to get in more paper mills. Now you do notice We do have 947 paper, so paper isn't a huge problem. Now, what we could... Man, I really wish I could reverse some of these. Ah, you know, actually, here's what we're going to do. Let's undo all that. That's fine, right? No big deal. Why don't we come along back here and at least do this? Bunch of paper mills. And now we can come along here, back to landscaping. Once again, try to blow things up. Sargon. We can now do a bunch of explosives factories. So we're actually going from 3 to 9. We are tripling. You know, why double it when you can triple it in terms of factories? So we can just do staircase, staircase. We can now run one behind. Come right around. And the same thing on this side. Now, you might be going, hey, Sargon, that's great. How are you going to get power? Well, the logical one would have been doing something different with the path. But you know what? We have access, easy access to power right here from this nice little power interchange. So 4-way. But we can come into paths and structures. And what we're going to do is we're going to run, I think, to here. That should work. And now we can just do high power shaft, high power shaft. We will do power shaft intersection. And now just run boop, ba-boom, and we are good. That is nicely connected. Now, speaking of connections, it would be nice if we also connected from this side here. So why don't we come here? We can... Oh, you know what? Actually, I think... And this will probably change because I do want to put something here, but that's not a today thing. But we can come down. And maybe for now, we'll do this. We'll put staircases going both ways. They can come along here, do their own thing. Now, speaking of their own thing, we have a bunch. And actually, why don't we make this actually something that can get built and accessed? Let's make all this high priority. We can make this second high priority. Oh, but we want to be able to reach behind. So let's come in. So all of these are also high priority. Now, most of these, I think in the front, we're going to do paper. We can do dynamite, paper, dynamite. Not that we really have any dynamite to store. Let's do... Now, if we look, not worry about that for the moment. A lot of food stuff, you know, I'm really not needing the storage. Like these guys, if we look, let's get back up here at Gundarak proper. Actually, you know, they could probably use, funny enough, more food storage. Not a lot. There's only 30 beavers over here. They're probably fine. But what I do want to do with one of these for now is I do actually want to set it to gears. You know what? Why don't we set one of these to pine resin for now as well? That would be fine. Oh, you know what we should also do too, now that I'm thinking about it as I zoom in for no good reason. I think it would be good if we could get some wood storage on top. So can we make this work? And I don't know. I'm hoping we can. So to make this work, we do need to make sure all these are connected up here. We do have a couple of spots where I think we can make this work. So if we were to come here, and actually maybe even here, yes, let's just do this. We can have all this running as pathing. They're connected. We can turn all of this into logs. There we go. I think we're going to need some more log storage or log production, aka as in forests. We can make that happen. It's not urgent, But we can do the same thing here. Run the platforms. Now what's nice is, as these guys here, why are you complaining? Do you still need access? I thought you should have access by now. Oh, okay. You know what? We don't necessarily want to put that in there. Let's undo that side at least. And the reason for that is we can provide some connectivity right there. But you should be Mr. Connected. Oh, it's the ones down below. We gotta add the pass in. Let's do that. A little confused. You should have. Oh, I thought I selected goods down here. I guess not. So, dynamite. And we can set paper. All right. You know, when you think you've done something, but you haven't, which means these guys. Oh, these guys need pass. That would most certainly help. So why don't we do some of that right now? There we go. Connection, connection, connection. We're all connected. So this should massively improve our dynamite. So I think what we got to do, we only have 5860 in the system. We really need to get the dynamite production going. So we'll get that going and we'll see you here in a little bit. While we're waiting for our explosives to bump up, and you can actually see it's doing quite well. We're now back over 300. I was staring over here at our bot factories, and I had to prioritize the workers because this was sitting on 3 planks of 15 for like forever and forever. Then I started to investigate a little more. We're getting a bit of a jam, I think. So we're going to try to make things a tad more efficient. So we're going to come along here and put in 3 little storages. Same thing here. Oh, I bet you I've grabbed the wrong ones, did I? And I did. I diddly did. Whoop. Don't do that, Flanders. Diddly did do. Okay, let's delete those. Should have studied that a little harder. Yeah, small warehouses. Small warehouses. Actually, in fact, you know what we're going to do? We're going to try to make this a little more symmetrical. So let's come in here. Not that we have a lot of planks to spare, but I'm sure we do. Come in here. And then we can put 3 there as well. Just run a little path. So I'm hoping, because these guys need chassis, heads, and bot limbs, so that if we have any extras, they can kind of just come up here and park them. There we go. Same thing over here. Although you can kind of see as well, heads, no tails. We've got a lot of heads. Oop, heads are gone. So, because I actually don't think I have any storage. That was on purpose. So that should help with that there. Why don't we come down here as well? I may not have a good spot for these, so maybe these guys can just share some. So we'll come back down with storage. And maybe just in case we decide to do something else here, we will run a quick little path. There we go. And once again, these guys can just store a few extra parts just so that they're on hand, and hopefully that does help as well. Because if you look here at Gundarak, we have plenty of planks. We have 485, so planks is not a problem. But I think to help with that too, what we're going to do is we're actually going to come over here. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. And let's come in with some much needed explosives here. Let's go boom. Get rid of that. We have planks, logs. I think we'll see what we're going to do on here. And gears. So let's get rid of these planks. Let's get rid of these gears. And let's come in here as well and put some dynamite. Come on, not like I'm waiting for you guys. Let's move it, move it, move it. Prioritize that. There we go. Now, I don't want to set any off when there's some beavers there. There we go. Going to come in and do a large storage. Oh, you know what I probably just realized is... Oh, I was thinking I could do planks in this. I can't, of course. Of course I can't. But we can do gears. Let's do that. So we will, be humbled and come back to our storage. And here we can do planks. And then we can come back in and do another set of planks. There we go. So hopefully that kind of solves this problem. But you can see we've got planks here. Like I'm pretty sure I even had some planks elsewhere, somewhere in this massive mess of a nice little compact area. But I'm really hoping that helps get you can already see since we've been chatting, we're up to nearly 400 explosives. I really want to get some more bots going. So hopefully this does make that more efficient. Let's prioritize you guys as well. Haulers, and I prioritized you guys. So hopefully that gets my bot production up. Well, things are, I would say, going along swimmingly, but the water has yet to rise for this next wet season. Now, we're doing pretty darn good here with our explosives. We're up past around 800. Paper is doing better. It's recovering, actually. I had to put haulers on the paper mills. So we are staying above water, so that is good news. And planks, we are plenty. So we're doing quite well, especially here in Gundarak. So nothing to worry about. So let's come here. Let's enjoy this here for a moment. I'm going to pause it. I believe we're going to get it all. We're going to get it all. So let's set that off. And then we can go here. And we can watch this at 2 times speed. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this is a true helix. Wait a minute, was this always helix? Yeah, but that was with water. This is with explosive. Just go boom, boom, boom. And it's going to get bigger and bigger. Actually, no, it's going to get smaller, technically. But you get the drift. Coming all the way around. We're starting to bring this down, which is not a moment too soon because the wet season is coming. But before we do too much with the wet season, there is something else we are going to have to deal with. And, well, that's a lot more explosives. Now, with the exception of here, I moved all the explosives around, so... But speaking around, we're almost all the way around. Go, 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 go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Yeah, and there's... Wow, it's a bit of a mess. You'll see there's definitely a lot more work to do. But that's now starting to stand out a lot more, which I'm liking. So that's good news. Okay, now before we get to the wet season, which is 3 days away, speaking of wet season, we need to come down here. This reservoir is bone dry, and that's because actually it looks like it's now bone dry as well. No, yeah, it kind of is. A lot of that water comes over to Bouclair and then just evaporates because it's not a very deep area. And why is that? Because I messed up. So we have water that's supposed to come in through here and here, but I'm like, oh no, I'll have some of this excess water come in here. Well, as soon as this kind of reaches this area, it's really not beneficial. A lot of it is pushing in through here to Bouclair. So for a short-term measure, while I figure things out for a longer term, I think I need to come in here. We'll come to here, put 2 levees, then we'll put 2 dams. So if it happens to overflow, there is spots. Now we do need to get up there. We need to put in a staircase, run a little path. There we go. So that will mean the water will continue to flow in here, and hopefully we regain some of our water reservoir. So with that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lay out the next pattern of dynamite, and I'll bring you back when we're ready to set all that off. Well, I think you can see the style that we're going for here. This is, I believe it's 8 tiles out, and yeah, the exact same shape as the inner reservoir. So I think what we can do is come in here and set this off. And notice the fact that boom, 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 boom. Well, so yeah, let's enjoy the boom, 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 booms, boom, 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 booms, even more boom, boom, booms as we come around, and there we go. So what is nice is this is actually flowing all the way around, all 4 sides at the same time. Oop, we got one little dynamite. Boom, there we go. Now, what's going to take some time, we're not staying at this layer. In fact, we're going down deep, deep to the mines of Moria, right? Nothing ever went wrong with the dwarves as they dug deeper. So we're going to have to, basically provide some ways down. And probably for some ways, more ways down the merrier at this point. Maybe, actually, you know what? Maybe what we should do, we are going to take a mulligan on this path and this path. Let's put paths here. In fact, we're even going to take a mulligan there. We're going to put a path here. So what we're going to do to make this easy on ourselves is we are going to come around and we're going to have to replicate the 2, 2. And why are you doing that? Well, we're just going to have to keep going down. And this may not be the easiest of ways, but at the very least, we could stop there. Let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to come in and we are just going to lay the dynamite. Oh, please, inside. There we go. So you need to go around and do that for every area inside this. I don't know, what shape is that? Square-ish? It's kind of square-ish, jaggedy square. So let me go and do that. I think actually I'm going to do, so I'm going to dynamite this down a few layers. With our, what are we at? Ooh, 1,000 explosives. Doing good, doing good. So we've solved our explosives problems. So let's get banging and booming and get ourselves down to where we want to be. Well, we've made much progress up here in the reservoir. So thought I'd take a little intermission, show you what's going on. Lots and lots of dynamite. I've been blowing stuff up, planning things out a little further. You can see this is almost done here. Well, actually, you don't know unless you know my exact design plans. And I'm not even sure if I know it myself. But hey-ho, it is what it is. So we'll see we're up at cycle 60, day 14. Run another drought. I think I've had at least 1 or 2 come by. Really, paper is tight. Trying to get the explosives up. I've had this like basically empty, so that's why I let things run a little bit. And before we get to blowing some stuff up, I did add in a forest over here of oak trees that are coming along, slowly but surely. I can't remember if I showed you this, but we have another oak forest here. We've expanded that here as well. And we come over here, we've got some oak trees up here as well. So, because we need the oaks. We need the oaks. Our explosives area is pumping them out as fast and furious as we can, so that's good news. I've turned off a lot of the terraforming stations so that make the bots available. I'm starting to get a little nervous there. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a look-see what's going on with all of that, but we're doing what we can. So it is what it is. But speaking of what it is, let's see what's coming on down here. Now, what we're gonna have to do is boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we're gonna detonate. Now, I could have just removed the pass, but no. This is easier. Trust me. You'll see why in a moment. So, this, boom, 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 boom. This is 6, at least it should be, if I did my maths right. Yeah, you can see that is 6 tiles deep. which, if needed, guess what? Deep water mechanical pump goes down 6. Yeah, yeah. We're good for now, but we're gonna go boom, boom, boom. So I'll do the rest of those off screen, but what I want to show you is why I did it this way is because I can come easily remove that path without worrying about removing any dynamite, come back in and lay the dynamite, and I should be able to reach it all. Yeah, there we go. So once again, just the way I've laid out the path this time, as opposed to the wonkiness I had going along. You know, as you see on the ridge, I had down here as well. Oh man, that was painful to remove. But this is quick and easy and glorious. Now, the other thing I'm going to show you, well, besides you can see some plans that are going afoot here, or going on over here, but that'll take some time to come to fruition. But I have extended this jagged area over here. This is where the outlet is going to be. So we're going to get this down to 6 tiles. And this is where I'm really jealous of the update 5 in the experimental branch at the moment, where they don't even just have single explosives. They got double and triple. Oh, man, how much faster would this be? So that is definitely a welcome addition. Hopefully it does. And I imagine it will make it through the official update to update 5, because wowzers, when you've got a big project like this, it takes a lot of time. So I think with that, we'll jump ahead. We'll get this done to where we've got an operational reservoir. So we'll see you back here in a moment. I was about to say things are coming along swimmingly, but not quite, because we have no beavers in the water. So, but before we really get to boom, 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 finishing everything off, we have some dynamiting to do here. So we've got this nice little platform path to clean up these edges here. We'll eventually be able to get around and get rid of this little area. As if you recall, we had basically this coming all the way up to the top, just kind of like we have here. So this has got to go. Now, I was slowly begging away, making a hole, but you know what? We are instead going to do what I was doing over here, and we're going to run some pathing right along here. Now, I think we can probably get away with... yeah, let's leave access so that the beavers can come right along. We can do this here. We technically no longer need this. They can pick up this. That is good news. Actually, speaking of good news, come along here. You can also see whether we got some bad news here, but let's set this off. Whoa! A little bit of lag. No, chase the booms. Womp womp. Okay, anyways, that is now down, same level. Now, if keen eye viewers might know what level we're at 60. So that is the same depth as this. Sorry, as this. This is higher. But speaking of higher, we gotta get rid of this here. Boom, boom. Get rid of this. Boom, boom. We got rid of these, but the one outlet that I have, it's actually partially blocked. So I'm going to come along here. We're going to do the exact same thing. Come right along. And we are going to remove these staircases. And, oh, I can leave, actually, this platform. That's fine. We'll probably want to get back down here or across, but we'll play that one by ear. So for now, we can make a bit of a mess. And these beavers can do their thing and get all that done. So, oh, speaking of done, like that's done. So we can boom, boom, boom. See, that's the advantage compared to the one by one trying to blow all that down. Man, what was I thinking there? This, much more effective. Much more effective. See how many did we get? Well, 2 are partially set. So we're coming along. Now, speaking of coming along, I've let the game run. We're up at cycle 62, day 35. Just ending the drought. We have nearly 4,000 dynamite. Paper is, wow, it is a bit of a challenge. But we are getting better. But what's not better is actually our water. Like dry, dry. It's only watered here because of these water dumps. Some water here. So there's definitely some issues throughout the system. Now, while we're waiting for this drought to end, there's something that's been bothering me forever and ever and ever, and I finally figured out the problem. We have 1,200 coffee here in White Orchard. We have no coffee in Rvia. But I did set up this medium tank of coffee. I'm like, why aren't you sending coffee here to Beauclair? There's plenty in White Orchard. And the simple explanation is White Orchard and Beauclair actually don't connect. You have to go through Rvia proper. So I think what we're going to do is we have this empty large water tank, and we're going to turn you to coffee. So what that should now mean is coffee, if we come along here, and this large tank, you can see it's starting to move. Starting to move, which means these coffee baristas here, or this one here, can finally start brewing some more coffee. So it's coming out fast and furious. So we should see our RE29 coffee over here in Rvia. I guess 40, including the drop-off points or the crossing checkpoints. So then if we come over to here to Beauclair, we have coffee yet? No, not yet. Bring me coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Sargon want coffee. So I'm pretty sure that will fix it. We might really just need to wait for it to work its way over through the system. So while we're waiting for this wet season to start, let's keep an eye on for some coffee over here in Beauclair. All right, so if you look here at our district crossing, you can see, yes, we now have coffee demand versus, say, Kazavas, because we have no production, no storage over here. But if we come over, yeah, we now have 7 coffee, 16 coffee. So that fixed that. So with that, we're going to zip up here and see how fast, boom, 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 we can finish off opening things up. So we can do that. And you notice this is done. So I think what we can do now is come along and remove this. So we can have some beavers come right along and plant some dynamite. We'll connect the path officially, just in case. Just because we are pretty far. So I think what we'll do just for, well, we want to get over here anyways, just in case. So this will get changed up for sure. So let's get all of this blown up and get much more water flow flowing through here. Well, with a 26-day drought upon us here in cycle 63, we are darn near ready to, well, finish blowing stuff up. Well, and actually, not really. There's going to be more. There's always going to be some explosives. I mean, landscaping tools. So we just clean some stuff up here. A little bit more to go here. But I think what we can do, at least for now, why don't we just get rid of at least you up to there. Boom. Now, you'll notice that there is a problem, and that problem is right here. This is a little escape outlet, comes down here. We had a whole bunch of trees died. Let's do one other thing. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. There we go. You can see some of the plans here of what we are up to, including the bots coming to clean up my mess. Thank you, bots. So there's a lot more to do to make this a fully functional Death Star. I mean, fully functional reservoir. Slip of the tongue there, guys. No beaver Death Star here going on here. No. So this is a solid foundation. It is really coming along. You can see how much water we are now storing up at the top of the map here. We've got more to make this work in a better, more efficient way. And more importantly, if we come down here putting more water back down in our reservoir here, as well as over here in Beauclair, and eventually in this area here. So I think with that, I think that's a good spot to leave it for today. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.